California gas prices, of course, they are top of mind for everyone here in California. It's been nearly a month since the California Air Resources Board, or CARB, voted on a controversial decision that could possibly raise prices even more for next year. ABC 10's Jeannie Nguyen spoke with one of two board members who voted against the measure and asked why he believes nearly all of his colleagues voted for the change.
Senator Florez?
Florez, no.
Dean Florez was one of 2 out of the 16 CARB board members to vote no on the most recent amendments to the Low Carbon Fuel Standard, or the LCFS. That program's goal is to lower the state's greenhouse gas emissions as the state continues its transition to zero emissions by 2045.
We really didn't debate or have the opportunity to look at additional information, and nonetheless took the vote. Was too much for me to vote any other way but no.
On November 8th, the board held a 12-hour meeting listening to dozens of comments from the public and stakeholders like PG&E. While many people expressed support for the amendments to the LCFS, many, including state lawmakers, opposed it, believing it would drive up gas costs.
Whoever study you looked at, gas prices are going to rise anywhere from 45 cents to $1 per gallon.
The LCFS allows major polluters like oil companies to buy credits and avoid penalties from the state. Regardless of Flores' no vote, the board still passed the measure. Weeks leading up to the vote, CARB's executive officer repeatedly said he did not know how this would impact gas prices.
Gas costs rise, and my response was, no, I don't expect them to.
ABC 10 asked Flores if he believes Dr. Stephen Cliff lied to the public.
I'd rather focus on his further statement. That is, we don't know where gas prices are going. And I think that's absolutely true. And that's what's concerning about it. I don't think anyone was debating whether gas prices would get lower. That's one thing that everybody didn't argue about. And that kind of concerns me as well.
While in Fresno last week, Governor Gavin Newsom expressed his support for the LCFS.
We've long supported low carbon fuel standard. We believe in the importance and the imperative, particularly at this critical moment, as it relates to American history and the likely shift in policies and approach that will be taking place with the Trump administration.
While a nearly 150-page staff report regarding the LCFS mentions drivers would eventually save on gas prices in the coming years, Flores says he has a hard time believing that would actually happen.
I don't know. Let's just use history as an example. When I was a kid, gas cost 25 cents. And I haven't ever seen gas go down all the way into my now 60s.
This board is made up of appointed members and not elected officials, and these are paid positions. Public records show the pay can range from $40,000 to $50,000 a year. In contrast, CARB's chair, Leanne Randolph, made nearly $200,000 in 2023. Because of this, lawmakers have continuously asked for more transparency. If there were to be more oversight or even an audit, Flores says he'll welcome it.
Rightfully, they should get as many answers as they want from CARB, and I think they should, obviously, oversight-wise, ask us to justify.
In Sacramento, Jeannie Nguyen, ABC 10.
And we asked, is this a push to get people to stop using gas-powered vehicles? Flores says that he has seen similar models take place in other countries, but believes CARB's goal is to make sure that as much carbon gets out of fuels to reduce the impact on the climate.